audio is rolling. Sorry, dude.
Legal stuff. I'm totally reading this, by the way, people.
The most common lie.
Except
I have read the
This
terms
is just
and
us dubbing
conditions.
over how quickly, like, we're actually talking really slowly at that part.
Yeah. Would you say like would you say it's a red flag if somebody actually reads the terms and conditions?
Yes.
So you have been warned, people. Okay, right, we'll take a start from here.
Unless there you go.
That's their job. Yeah, that's true.
So, James, do you have something to say about completing Metroid Prime?
Yeah, nobody has a full amount of food, Casey. Like feeding the lion
He
when
did
he's
that on
not.
purpose.
He did.
Yeah,
he did,
yeah,
Anyway, hello everybody.
Hello, folks.
And welcome back to the bucket list here on Monday Madness.
So,
You may notice there's quite a drastic change of scenery from the last part where we had, where we're no longer shooting sentient brains.
I'll miss Talon 4.
I for one missed the Chozos, but we're swapping Chozos for dragons here because we're about to kick off KC's first entry to the bucket list,
Lovely.
which is Spyro the Dragon.
Spyro the Dragon, indeed.
So, you've never played before?
Mm-hmm.
I have not.
I haven't either. So I'm going in just as blind with this.
Very good.
But this should be fun. And let's try not to make this take 3 British Prime Ministers before we finish it.
That's the line. We got
Time to beat.
Okay, challenge accepted. I want to see your 3 British Prime Ministers and raise your 2 Irish presidents.
Oh Jesus.
I mean, considering that like they have a fixed term, you think this page is gonna take 10 years?
Oh yeah, there's gonna be like, at the end of it, there's gonna be like a 20-minute compilation vid of me.
14 years actually. Kira's right. Yeah, 14 years.
I was like, you're
Yeah,
right
it's
on the
7
second.
years. Yeah.
7-year terms.
Well, yeah, because
Well, how long does Mingley have left as of recording this?
As long as he wants. 'Cause he's a
After him, it will be Sheeta.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be the dogs.
After it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it'll be Bertie fucking a hern.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
That's the only reason he has resurfaced.
Yeah.
oh no.
Great, you can build another fucking Bertie Bowl.
And that man is not well.
No. He's got fucking Prince Charles fingers going on there.
I was talking more about the face.
Oh, yeah,
Anyway,
that's
back to
Back to Spyro.
Sparrow.
Yeah, so
Much nicer things to look at.
we're doing the Reignited trilogy here because gameplay wise, there's no real difference really between the 2 games. The only difference is that you now have a easier camera to work with, and the graphics look stunning. They are fabulous.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't think there's any massive changes really. So we're gonna start off with the first game, and then obviously we'll give Casey the choice then to stick or twist with the trilogy.
Yeah.
Over his bucket list. But yeah, I'll say we'll jump in and get going because for me, Spyro, I'm a big platformer guy myself. You know, just from this era of like Rayman, Crash Bandicoot, like Spyro, Jackrabbits, like all them were my jam.
From what I remember, as a kid, you were either Team Spyro or Team Crash.
Which is hilarious considering they were made by the same fucking publishers. They're
Yeah.
both
Yeah,
Universal
I was
assets.
happy in my corner with my Nintendo with my little Thomas hat.
Yeah.
Team Mario.
Yes.
So,
So, the irony is now I'm playing the games I never got around to, and now you're doing the opposite because we're both on the different trenches here. So this is interesting.
I would feel like I'm betraying my Nintendo idealism, but
You're playing it on a Nintendo system.
Switch, exactly. So hostilities are no longer there, so we're good. Yeah. So I think hit the gear and let's get the show on the road.
the world of dragons. Wait a minute. By the way, happy birthday, Adam. I'm gonna stick it here, so he'll probably never see it.
Well, you'll never watch it, so yeah. Well, at least we can't say that we didn't. So this is actually the only massive change in the trilogy. They revamped this intro cutscene to be completely different. In the original PS1 version, they're still filming this little bit, and you see like a booming shot and so forth. But the second half is different. There's the boom. So this is the part that's different. He's actually able to see Nasty Gnorc in the flesh. And he has the motivational posters.
It's just mine with devastation. That's mean.
Yeah, he's a justifiable villain. Spyro was of course saved because he's only a baby dragon.
Yeah.
And that's our opening premise.
Wow.
So, here's how the game works, basically, right? You got 4 worlds, and then you got Gnorcs' little fortress, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your mission is to release those dragons from their crystal prison, and you have a few worlds in between each kind of home world, right? So if you press pause at the moment, right? Or actually, no, sorry, the other select button, right? You're now in the artisan's world, right? So there's going to be 4 or 5 portals on this kind of hub area here for you to go through. They're all going to have dragons on them. You basically release enough dragons so that you can go to the next world and do the exact same thing and go again.
Do you need to get all the dragons in each world before you move on to the next?
You don't have to. There is like a minimum number you can get. So this is taking notes kind of from Rayman 2 a little bit, where Rayman 2 had a LUMS system, basically collecting energy, stuff like that. So basically when you collect enough energy from the levels you've cleared, you can go to the next one. But you don't have to collect everything. Obviously 100% thing is great. Actually in this game you can do a 107% like in Spyro, or in Crash Bandicoot rather. But they fixed that now in this.
I never got why they have 107%. What's the joke behind that?
They were bonus levels in Crash Bandicoot. So that's why they had the 100%, 107%, because you have extra gems and stuff like that. So they technically had the same in Spyro, but not. I think only in the first game, if I'm mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
So this basically is the gems also is there for basically currency half the time, but that doesn't really kick in until Spyro 2. So basically, you just tackle the dragons. You get a little bit of plot from them.
Yeah.
Some of them can be quite funny.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world, then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about nasty Gnorc? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
Bitch, why would you help me?
And then he's gone.
Yeah. So
What
obviously,
the hell?
yeah. So those are also once you get a release a dragon, that becomes a save point.
Ah.
Cool.
So they're save points. Sparks is your health bar, right? So if you actually stay idle there, Sparks will start like faffing about the place. So basically, Spyro can take 4 shots, right?
Yeah.
So when Sparks is gold, he's at full health. Then he'll go blue, he'll go green, and then he'll disappear, right? You can recharge Sparks, as in re-evolve him by basically eating whatever the kind of basic animals are on the level. So in the Artisan world, they're sheep, and then in different levels, they're all different creatures. So basically, just there to be chewed up, basically. So controls wise, you got X to jump. Yeah, you found Torch. So
Yep.
it's actually 2 buttons in the remaster version, which is the circle and I think R2. I think. In case you prefer the kind of
Double jump.
I think you can double jump in this. I'm not sure. Yeah. But yeah, the gems will kind of like a completionist thing as well. Like you can collect all the gems if you want to. It's a very fun game to 100% because there's all little nooks and crannies and secret areas. There's actually even a secret area on this hub world here. Because you also have little arcade levels called the flying missions, and they're very fun if you get the hang of it.
And can you kill these guys or can you?
Torch
just chase them?
No, torch them.
He seems way too cutesy a character to like be a mass murderer.
He is a dragon, James.
A cutesy dragon.
He's a baby dragon, but he's still a dragon.
Exactly. So some of these guys take multiple hits as well, but then you'll, as you see, catch them there.
Yeah.
So square is the dash, and obviously dash then also, if you charge at somebody, also becomes a tackle as well. And then when you are, as Kira was kind of saying there, when you're jumping, you can press X again to glide, as opposed to double jump. Yeah. I think he double jumps in the later games, because it's a power you buy, but...
His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
Johnson literally just explained that to me,
Yeah.
mate.
So these dragons now will actively tell you, like, give you prompts and so forth.
They're your training mode, aren't they?
This first level is, yeah. And then as like the game goes on and it's like it's telling you if you need to clear a certain area like this, it might give you hints for something else. So that there, for example, is an area you need to glide over. So there's a mound just there.
Yeah.
So jump at the height of the jump, then glide. There you go.
Close.
Yeah, you get the idea. So again, like I can't remember if the gems are necessary for this first game or they are just for collection's sake. But certainly the dragons are your top priority. But by all means, collect the gems as you can, because I think I think they are required for something anyway. So nice.
Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks? Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
I mean, not put the fear of God into you or anything like that.
Then he shrugs it off.
Yeah, whatever. And then we get so if you actually step into that little
Sparkly thing.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
so you get down to you only need to go to the top of the tower, and there's like a example of a level we can go to now.
Cool.
So basically, so each level has its own
Mini worlds.
mini worlds, right?
Yeah.
And each hub world also has a mini boss that you need to clear before you get moving. So this is where the fun happens. Like most of these levels are pretty much the same difficulty as the previous game. One or two are definitely more substantially harder, but that's just down to like the AI and the control being a little bit smarter, you know.
At this stage of Spyro finished franchise, like what was the last new Spyro game?
Spyro was well and truly done, but there is talk of a Spyro 4. That's continuing on from this original trilogy. In the same way that Crash did for
It's about time.
It's about time, yeah. So they're basically trying to disregard the PS2 era, which was by all accounts tragic.
Mm-hmm.
Is that when they made Spyro kind of the godforsaken ugly thing that we don't talk about?
Yes.
Okay.
But that was actually the Skylanders era, which was even worse.
Oh.
But no, Spyro, the PS2 era was when they tried to make it into a more of a franchise with the Legend of Spyro.
Why am I thinking this is going to be like Sonic, where they like went 3D and weird?
Yeah, it was kind of like that, but they went with they tried to make it into more of a. I think they were trying to do like a half cartoon, half franchise gimmick, and of course, like every Activision project that goes wrong at this time, they try to roll celebrities into it to get some sway. So for a spell in PS2 times, Spyro was voiced by Elijah Wood.
Oh God.
Yeah,
That's like, can you imagine a worse casting for a
he
character?
was terrible.
Like it would be like having Chris Pratt be Super Mario.
That would never happen. That's ridiculous. That would never happen. If I'm not mistaken, I think Sparks was voiced by Wayne Brady of Whose Line Is It Anyway fame.
He'd be funny.
He'd be funny. And then I think he got replaced then by Gary Spade for the second and third game. Actually, I'll bring up the IMDb because like it's a ridiculously like overpowered cast for what was a terrible game. Terrible series, really. No, yeah. That's the case.
Stop
Where you
headbutting the chest.
you have to torch it and then catch the gem. That's what you have to do there. Right? Yeah, they do it quicker. Yeah.
I thought you were.
That's it.
I thought you were getting stuff as you were headbutting at each.
No.
chest. It was like, hey, I got one. Hey, I got one. Hey, I got one.
That's why I kept going.
Yeah. Oh
No,
careful.
dead. Spyro can't swim.
No. Aw.
Spyro
Water
can't
doesn't
swim.
hurt dragon types.
You know,
I think he's a fire dragon. I think at the very least. But yes, in the second and third game, he learns how to swim. So you have all the water levels, which are as fun as he sounds.
as fun as the water temple.
Sure, let's go with that. Here we go. So, yes, here we are. Legend of Spyro: A New Beginning. The cast: Elijah Wood as Spyro, David Spade as Sparks, Gary Oldman as the villain Ignitus.
What?
Gary Oldman's good though.
Yeah.
That's why it's shocking that.
He likes doing a voiceover every now and again.
Hey, you got my life back.
Christina Ricci jumps in as the female dragon called Cinder, and then Wayne Brady took over from David Spade, I should say. Mark Hamill also
Yeah,
makes
David
an
Spade
appearance.
doesn't.
I think
Thinking
that-
about that, David Spade doesn't surprise me.
No.
as a voice in this kind of franchise.
Cake.
You come to Scapa Mania, Dev?
I think he's busy.
Yeah.
Why aren't they making all of these like pun names?
Well, these were the original names from the time. So
Again,
yeah.
these like absolutely they should have been pun based.
Wasted opportunity.
Yeah. That's it. So yeah,
bullfighting is wrong.
it is fundamentally. Take that, Spain.
And you won't allow either the bull or the bullfighter.
They're both guilty.
They're both guilty. Apparently, bullfighting is you know, some sides are right and some sides are wrong. Argument.
All sides are wrong.
All sides are wrong.
Victim and aggressor.
There's Casey just victim blaming bulls there. Now, there's another thing as well that I'm just waiting to hear an audio cue of sorts. And see,
So there's one dragon on either side of the fight. Is there any others that were missed in here?
you can press the select button and check at any time.
There's one up there.
Yeah, there is. So.
I killed them.
You haven't.
Oh.
Or which one you did with Iron Liquid.
Yeah.
That's a pain.
Are you gassed up already, old man?
So, the dragon eggs are also important as well. In certain levels in the game, you're going to hear someone go, nah, 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 nah. And what you'll see is this kind of like, what I can describe as a Squidward looking guy, running around with a dragon egg, and you have to chase after him. It will require you to be charging all the time, and essentially outrace him. You have to kind of like gain advantage and keep track of where he's going.
Him like, well,
You can charge him or torch him, but you have to get close to him. Is the difference.
Okay.
So this is where the tricky part is. So I know this level already. He is on that top perimeter of the level. You can only really get up there by gliding around the corner, basically. So I think you probably cleared everything on the top floor already.
He said right around the corner.
Yeah. So I think from there, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. So if you come around there, so if you take a jump and glide and hug that wall there, see that part there. So you can take it either from the top step or the step above. But I think the top step is probably better once you get the knack of the jump and glide. That's it. And hug right. You can hear him now there. So he appears on multiple levels, and I think to get to the final world in this game,
You need all.
you need the dragon eggs.
So they're essentially the.
I mean, so like the dragons will get you to most of the worlds, but I think to get to the final level, you'll need.
Okay, try one step down.
Yeah.
Try from here.
That's it. You need there. I know they had like a jump cancel thing in the second game that helped with that, but I don't think it's in this. Could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't think you're able to make that.
You definitely can make
Try
it.
from that other corner. Or that way. You go that way.
Yeah, it's not a bad ship.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's just the it'd be kind of like, as Kira was saying, they kind of have to make a kind of straight line for it, but I think that the actual distance might go against you there. It definitely can be done, I know that for sure. Because otherwise they wouldn't have had this part be so hard.
Yeah, I don't. This is what might be a controller issue.
Let me try. Just
Do you want to try the better controller?
Yeah, it probably is a bad controller, I'm not gonna lie. What was the last SNES game I was playing?
yeah. No, the jump cancel's not there. Okay. It has a slightly different feel to PS4 version, so.
There you go.
Alright. Yeah, you have to really hug right each time, so. So say what you do is make that first lap to get all the gems, and then see what his pattern is.
And
Yeah.
then try to predict it. It's not a time thing where if I don't catch him within a certain time, he'll disappear. Like.
Exactly. Yeah. Alright, you can see that if you glide across there now, see all those cages.
Yeah.
That'll bring it over to where the dragon is on this raised area. Like I say, it's a surprisingly technical part of the game very early on, but I don't think this is ever intended to be your first level. Whatever gauge you see first is your first level. So that's where where your boy is. Nice, very good. Now that one is you keep torching it until it spins out of control. So most of these things can be destroyed essentially. There's a few there'll be a few lock boxes you see that you need a key first for.
You can always track your progress by accessing the guidebook Pull the pause menu.
And in the remastered version, the guidebook also serves as fast travel.
I have to imagine that, like, in the original version, they're like in the booklet that came with the disc.
No, in the original game, there was the same. They had a little select to see how many dragons you had left and so forth. They call it a guidebook now, but I think in select they just had it there. So if I'm not mistaken, I think the blue guy basically there he is there. See it? Oh, nicely done. And that's your first dragon egg.
Yeah.
I think there's 8 in the game that you need to get.
Okay, so is that all of the tasks in this segment?
Well, in case you
Yeah.
want to pick his guidebook there, you'll find out, which is the select button. There you go, you're done. All you have is 8 gems left. So if you don't want them, then you can
Yeah.
exit level.
So exit level, can I do it from there? Or?
Yeah, so
I would go through
across the courtyards.
Yeah, I would go to the portal because I know in the original game, if you just exit the level, they don't count. So
Okay.
I think they may have kept that in the
Yeah,
remastered.
so no, go back and go up. Go back.
Yeah.
Go up on the left.
Yeah.
And fly across the courtyard.
Mm. So I know from experience that, like, I know the guy said you only need 10 dragons to proceed, but in my experience, the best thing to do is to.
Back,
No!
back.
Oh.
Back to start.
Yeah. Well, no, it's
No.
fine. No, everything is kept the way it is. When
Right,
you die,
okay.
you basically just get like your last dragon. Basically, you saved. But all the enemies will. Any enemies that you got gems off will now give you these kind of like if you torch that guy for example, right? That bull there.
Mhm.
Yeah. See the little orbs there, right?
Yeah.
So you can see there now, it's formed a little one over Spyro's head there.
Yeah.
When you get a full circle of those, it gives you an extra life.
Ah.
So that's when when you kill an enemy once, it'll give you gems. When we kill it a second time, it'll give you those orbs.
Extra life thing.
Exactly, yeah, and that's a good way of like recouping your losses basically. But you do get you get extra lives anyway, and they typically look like Spyro heads or little dragon statues.
Yeah.
I can't remember which way they are in this game. One kind of loss from this remastered version, and it's a shame they didn't keep it, is that when you're flying back to your home world, you see all the gems you collected, all
Yeah.
like little kind of like articles like just fly across screen there. It's a really cool effect if you collected like all 500, you can see all of them come across
Yeah.
in their colours, like, you know. Okay, so that's one level done. So you can see there, there's chests and gems there at the each side. So I've already cleared a good percentage of the gems just in case you need them. Because I know in the second and third game you get money bags. Who's a prick and steals and withholds powers from you if you don't have gems. So.
My thing would be, as a protagonist of a game, I see some guy do that. It's like, dude, I'm trying to save this effing land.
Yeah.
Why?
Torture. No, that works too. But of course, those guys are Gnorcs, so they are here to take.
Beacon
They're
Astic.
stealing your shit.
They want to be Ganastic Gnorcs.
Yes. Now another thing I'll also draw attention to is Sparks. So he has an ability to sniff out gems.
Yeah.
So if you press in the left analog stick,
He'll go to them.
he'll go to your nearest gem. So if you're trying to 100% and you're looking for gems, he'll
point his
GPS you to basically the next one. And I'll give you an example of a secret level actually. You see those 2 waterfalls there, right?
Yeah.
Just draw attention to that there. Right? So, I think one of the dragons tell you this, but I want you to just jump onto one of the platforms. Right? Jump on the rest of them. Okay? Okay, and the last one. And now look to the wall. So that's one of your flying levels, and it's a very nice way. It's a very good way of collecting gems.
Yeah.
It's basically a challenge to can you torch all of these, this, and this in a minute, let's say.
Okay.
So there's a knack to them. There's certainly an order in which to do them. But they are fun levels if you like a challenge. But they're extra levels really. They don't have any dragons or anything to do with them.
Okay, cool.
And they kind of serve as almost like a time trial as well. So they see how quick you can do them these times.
No!
Jump, 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 jump.
Oh.
Yeah. When he's drowning like that, you can't save yourself from drowning. By jumping up.
Where's
Now,
Sparks gone?
Spark is dead. So we have to recharge him.
No.
Yeah. So ignore those guys for the moment. I don't think they'll attack you, but just in case they land on you or something. There's a few sheep over there. Eat torch them sheeps. Okay, Sparks back. Get another one. Another one. Another one. And the only thing is sometimes you actually get an extra life as well.
It's okay, I seen bad sheep, so I'm not.
We should specify not all sheep are bad sheep.
No,
Have you been in the Curragh? All sheep are bad sheep.
Not zombie sheep that bite your dick off. Unless like the Curragh's gone really weird since the last time I was down there. So you've actually turned go down that way there as well. And talk to that guy there. So he's a balloonist, and he is your way to get to the next level.
Prove your worth by rescuing 10 dragons. Then you may use the terrain to fly to a new world.
I don't know why, but I was 100% expecting him to have a Scottish accent.
Because most balloonists are Scottish, of course. So yeah, he's your way to the next world. So we only seen a couple of levels in this game already. So I'd say
Stony Hall was back up in the.
Yeah.
Was back up the way. So is there any on the artisan world that we haven't gotten,
There's
or
one.
are they
yeah,
all?
there's loads. There's loads. There's typically 4 to 5 levels in each home world, and that might include a secret flying level as well. I think the average the score is about 25 levels. I think, possibly 30. I can't remember. But it is very formulaic and structured.
I think one of the things that I've noticed right away is, opposed to Prime, more people and it's more populated.
Yeah.
I mean, there was plenty of a population there before I showed up.
You just had to Thanos them.
Exactly.
Like those space pirate scientists were there whenever I showed up.
I'm surprised you didn't even get a thank you though from the show though for.
Because the Chozo were all dead back in.
They were killed.
It was Ghost Chozo that we were dealing with.
Mer.
I'll be glad though there's no geese in this level, this game. I got chased by one when I was a kid and
Are you geesophobic?
a little bit, yeah, because you
Aw.
know he was supposed to run, you know. The ducks ran when I chased them. Birds flee, but this one decided to say, "Fuck you, Jer." Fucking 10-foot wingspan chasing me around the place. This
Was it more nerving that you never actually grew up to confront that geese? You're now the same height as a goose. Is that what really hurts, Jerry? We drilled down.
Geese are deckhands.
They are bastards.
Yeah.
Hissing little fucks.
Hawking fucks.
Huh?
Fucking honkies.
If you play actually, I guarantee that one game that Casey will never play on the bucket list is Untitled Goose Game because it just gives him damn flashbacks. Huh?
He's
Huh?
gonna run away, he's gonna run away. Oh, he's facing me. Oh, he looks angry. Oh no! He's a 10-foot wingspan! Ah!
Save the dragon. Lindor, I wonder if they make chocolates.
When you free a dragon or step on one of the platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
Of course not.
Okay, I have another question then. See all these dragons I'm saving?
Yeah.
They're kind of bigger dragons, like they look more competent dragons.
Yes.
Why the fuck aren't they saving themselves?
They're basically lazy. That and it's a video game of the PS1. They didn't think that far ahead. Certainly, the second and third game actually gives Spyro a bit more of a plot to go with.
Isn't that like the plot for every teen book there is? Like, yes, there are grown-ups who could solve this problem,
We won't.
but we won't. And that was something we all gave, like, I remember a pair of us gave off whenever we were going through the Sword and Shield and, like, looking
Yeah.
at the problems. And it was like, the way that we were playing that game they had like, oh, if you look just off screen, amazing things are happening, but don't worry, the grown-ups will take care of that. You go do the next gym badge.
Yeah.
And it's like, amazing things are happening off screen.
It was such a cheap way of going, like, we didn't program this in. Stop looking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ooh! Jay's got hit by a priest.
Wizard.
Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry, the hat threw me off. In fairness, more of a shepherd, really.
He actually is a shepherd, but
Did
I'd
you?
rather Gandalf.
see, now I'm thinking Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm trying to hide in the glass.
The new movie.
So how far are you in Horizon Zero Dawn?
Not main quest. Like, I'm a bit of a side quest guy.
Oh yeah.
Casey, you can keep the shit out of that guy. Torch him.
Careful.
Torch him. Kill him. There you go, see? Actually, one thing I can tell you as well, the L1 and R1 buttons are combo rolls!
Do a barrel roll.
Combo roll! Eat cheap. Eat cheap and be happy. Well, ouch!
Oh, no.
What the hell, eh?
Careful.
Oh!
You know, nice sparks.
Yeah.
Need to eat some sheep.
Eat cheap. Boing.
I already like Sparks more than Navi.
At least Sparks keeps his fucking mouth shut in these games.
Although...
Yeah, best one's been Minda though.
Who?
Midna from Twilight Princess.
Yeah. But...
Midna was just sarcastic.
I would...
fucker.
No, I would say Tattle.
Yeah, that was also like really insulting.
Because whole thing was like, I'm not Navi, F off.
Pretty much.
Jonathan, you've never played Majora's Mask,
No.
which is after Ocarina.
Yeah.
You go on a mission to try to find Navi again.
Oh. Why would I ever want to do that?
Well, that was part of
Is
the
that-
joke, but Tattle is another fairy that you run into as you lose all your powers from the first game.
Yeah.
And Tattle is insulting.
Yeah. Nice.
You know, like, like every time you use or to find out anything about an enemy, it's like, haven't you heard of this?
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard that.
That tentacle monster has
Yeah.
tentacles. Aim for the tentacles.
Ooh, there's a well down there.
Well,
Okay.
Well.
but he can't swim.
Well.
Yeah, and also, I've seen the Ving, so
But there could be treasure down there, Jerry.
It could be little Timmy's down the well. Timmy
Water,
O'Toole.
Yay!
Yay! And it was a dragon all along. And you can see there is an example of a lockbox. So you'll need to find the key to that. To unlock the
Headbutt
box. I bet it does not work.
Headbutt it more.
Gavin!
Gavin the dragon!
Watch the dragonflies.
Oh god, he's a hipster. Fuck him. Have you tried this new...
Please tell me this is like majorly redesigned and this wasn't like them predicting.
Have you tried this new avocado IPA? It's absolutely mad.
For fuck's sake. I'm disgusted that that actually might exist.
Look at the world we live in. Of course it exists.
Stay tuned to Kitchen of Madness when we will
Wait,
be
hold on.
preparing an avocado
Crafting our
IPA.
own beer, yes.
I have a question. There's a Kitchen of Madness now?
Yes, on occasion.
Oh.
You were on one.
We have made grog before.
That is why he does not remember it.
And there's an extra life, yeah.
You...